We're out in the boat doing a bit of fishing. We've had our first croc encounter. It's not how we want it to be today. We were supposed to be camping elsewhere, weren't we? Tension levels of this high. Look at the condition of the boat.
I think Cam's found a new a job. He doesn't want to be a plumber anymore.
There's a new job then. Like a bloody kid. You know how to use that thing or what?
A massive shout out to the following businesses that have jumped on board with us to support our travels, plus give you guys out there some amazing discounts.
Hey guys, thought I'd just quickly go through where we stayed here in Nhulunbuy. So when you get to Nhulunbuy, there's only two places really you can stay for tourists, and that is either at the Gove Boat Club or at the Walkabout Tavern. So they're both nice places. Obviously the Walkabout is in town, so you're right there, the shopping centre's there, they have a pool, restaurant and all the rest of it. The Gove Boat Club is about 15 k's just out of Nhulunbuy. It's more for if you had a dinghy, you want to go fishing each day, it's right there, there's a jetty there, you can launch, and it's quite a nice little grassed area too to camp at. We've actually done 2 lots of house sitting, so we jumped onto the Gove Facebook house sitting site, and we were lucky enough to manage to score 2 houses. So the first house we stayed for 2 weeks. That was a really nice place. Plenty of room there to park our caravan down the side of the house. Had a nice big front lawn area to park the boat, and they had 3 dogs, sorry, and we just looked after them, looked after the house while they were away, and it was a great little spot. Second one is where we're at now, and this place here is probably one of the biggest blocks I reckon in Nhulunbuy. Yeah, very nice people. They were very nice to let us stay on for another extra week, so we've actually been here for 3. And yeah, look, their property is massive. I'll quickly just show you. So lush lawn, gardens, and plenty of room to have our van and our truck, and look, the boat's just there, and we just had access out through the gate area and off we went. So look at all this, we had all this space. So, you know, like, we don't mind caravan parks, but when you have this and you can just sort of park up, have your own space, power and water, all the rest of it, it's pretty cool. Yeah, so yeah, it's another thing too. If you're coming up here and you want an alternative for accommodation, jump onto the Gove Facebook site. It's called Gove House Sitting, and people are always putting on there as they go away to look after their house or animals or stuff like that. So just a little thing for you guys. So yeah. Morning guys. Well, it's not how we want it to be today. We were supposed to be camping elsewhere, weren't we?
Yeah, so we booked Daliwuy Bay through the Guwatjurumurru Aboriginal Corporation website up here. Yep. We stayed at Memorial Guwatjurumurru, which you would have seen. We definitely wanted to take you to a fair few more spots. We've got another one in the next couple of, well, not in a couple of weeks, it's only a week away. But we had a really bad experience yesterday, and we sort of wanted to share it with you guys. And yeah, lots of people have messaged us on our socials just to go, this shit happens all the time. But yeah, you know, it ruins it for other people. We go out there to experience and book these things, but what actually happened was...
so we got to site yesterday, and it was about 11:30. You're allowed to book in at 1 o'clock, and you're supposed to book out by 11. So the person that's in your campsite is supposed to be out by 11. So we got there sort of 11:30, 12 yesterday, and there was someone still in there, and they had the whole thing set up.
They weren't even there actually. There was no car to be seen.
But there was a camper trailer set up, there was solar panels out, there was a boat parked up against the thing. We thought, maybe he's going for a drive, he's coming back, and then he's going to pack up and be out of there by 1. So
yeah, we were pretty cool. We launched the boat, we went for a cruise. We had a cruise down the water and checked out the bay, went down and chucked some pots in. Yeah. Gave him plenty of times. We come back for lunch to find, yep, he was still there, so we sort of hit him up and said, you know, like, are you in site 3? We've got that site booked today. Yeah. And he sort of mumbled with his conversation. He goes, oh yeah, I'm about to pack up. Oh, but I've got that site booked tomorrow, so I've just pushed myself to one side. And I sort of said to him, which he didn't like, obviously a woman barking up again, you know, against what he was saying. I said, mate, there's only 3 sites here. You're in site 3, and he goes, no, I'm in site 3.5.
3.5, he said.
Yeah, and he sort of was pretty adamant that he had all the written permission from Timaru and da-da-da-da, which we found really quite fishy because no, they've got 3 sites for a reason, and if that was the case, you think they would have got in contact with us. So
that's it. So
we left it at that, didn't we? We weren't too nasty and started up any more drama with him.
What could we say? We sort of said, well, you know, like, you book a site for a reason so you get the whole site to yourself. And he goes, oh, we've pushed ourselves right to the end, so you've still got plenty of room. I thought, well, it's not the case. It's like, we've booked that site, it's our site. So we went back out in the boat, and we got reception, and Sharon rang up Timaru and asked the question, and sure enough, he wasn't booked in.
He was not booked in. They had no register for him. He actually said to us in the conversation, he was in that site yesterday. He basically packed his camper up, pushed to one side because he knew there was somebody coming in, but then he was coming back into our site the following day after we left.
Yeah.
So I put all that information through to Timaru, and they just went, this person that you're talking about, we've contacted, and no, there's something quite not right here. Timaru were really, really good with us, back and forth of messaging.
Yeah.
They even actually got a ranger down there, but sad to say that they messaged us a few hours later to say the site was available when he was still clearly there.
So we came back in from the shore, or out from the boat, and he was still tucked up in the spot. I think the rangers came in, looked up site 3, it was clear where you're supposed to park, but he tucked himself right to the end. I think they sort of realised that he was there still, and yeah, so it just made things awkward. So we sort of pretty much went, right, that's it.
Well, Timaru sort of advised us to don't camp there.
Said, yeah.
You don't really know what this guy's going to be like, and given that, you know, they tried to contact him. We don't know if they actually, you know, contacted the right person.
Yeah.
But it made things very awkward, and we didn't want to be put in that situation. He sort of made us in between Camp 1 and 2 and Camp 3 where he was. So piggy in the middle, basically. And we don't pay $40 a night to go and experience something like that. We pay that $40 for that remoteness of experience. You don't get any power or water out there, so $40 is not cheap.
No.
But anyway, cut to the chase. Timaru were really good. They've refunded us the $40.
And they're going to go back out today and hopefully get hold of this guy and grab him by the throat and pull him out and drag him out and cancel his booking. He's supposed to be booked in there till Saturday, so, which is 2 days' time. So hopefully they've cancelled his permit and moved him on, because it's just not right. He just can't think he can just stay there like he did and sort of push us. Imagine if we went there and then just pushed ourselves and he came in, and then you know, it's just not, anybody can do it. It's
but it happens. It's just shittier that it happened to us, so we apologise we didn't get to show you that area.
So we didn't get too much footage yesterday because we were sort of tension levels of this high, so we sort of,
I know.
And then to top it all off, look at the condition of the boat. We it's about 30 k's on gravel, but the road isn't the best, and we've only got a mangrove jack trailer, and this poor little trailer got absolutely shaken yesterday, and one of the bolts has come undone on the mud guard, and we lost this. This came off, that's all broken, but that's okay, we can get a new mud guard, that's all right. The whole boat is just completely full.
Well, it's like they sort of wet down the roads at night time. There was pools of water. There was no rain around, but they must wet the road at night, which is obviously what we've picked up. But
it's just dust everywhere. So now I'm going to have to spend an hour cleaning all this out. And we should be out in the water today fishing, but we're not, because of some old mates thinks he can just camp wherever he wants to, and so we're back home now, and we're gonna clean this puppy up, go out in the ocean tomorrow, try some offshore fishing, and forget about yesterday
and move on.
That's all we can do, eh?
That's it.
All right, so it's gonna be maintenance and cleaning time, so fix the mud guard, clean the boat, and
yeah, and I'm going to try to edit some more video that I've been wanting and meaning to do.
That's it. So
fingers crossed that goes to plan, and we get that sorted today.
And we can show you more of Nhulunbuy. Okay, so we just pulled into Giddy River. So Giddy River is about 50 k's before Nhulunbuy. So we thought we'd just pull in here and have a quick little look. The locals reckon there's quite a few crocodiles here in the Giddy River, so we're going to stay high and dry on the bridge here and have a bit of a peeky-boo. Not get too close to the water's edge. Water is flowing here, but it's pumping through. But yeah, all these banks here for the crocs to slide into. That could be a water tower, I suppose. They can climb up and see how far or how high, or I mean, just guessing. It's like some sort of lookout tower, doesn't it?
Look out for what, but?
Crocodiles.
You reckon?
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, there you go, water level indicator, Sharon reckons. Alright, so this one's called Turtle Beach. So this one is in between McCassins and Little Bondi. Only 2 campsites here at this one. The sites here are quite small. If I was you, I'll suggest site 1 looks probably the best. So we've just parked in site 1 here. There is 2 park benches either side. And just up there a bit further is site 2. That's all sort of shaded area up there. And the entrance to the beach is pretty much just there. So there's a bit of a walking trail just around the corner. I'll show you. So the walking trail is just there. It's about 2.5 kilometres long, and that sort of follows the coastline. And here over here is site 2. So you may squeeze a car in, but very limited room, and obviously no picnic benches. So, but you sort of get a bit of a glimpse of the ocean there. It's very muggy in here, and the sandflies are smashing me already. So I probably wouldn't suggest 2. I'd go for number 1, and then just walk down to the beach just down here. So look at that. Unfortunately, wind's in today, but look at that whole little beach just there, private little beach yourself. Turtle Beach. So Sharon just checking out site 1 over here, and what have you found? Some sea pods.
No, they're huge. Some of them are massive, big sea pods.
Hanging from the tree there, off the vines.
Yeah, so obviously last night we seen a lot of bats, and I don't know if they're heading out there for this sort of stuff, but here's one on the ground. Look at the size of the, like a broad bean.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know, like the bats go from staying in town to overnight, and I wouldn't hate to say I reckon they would come out this way.
That's probably what they're feeding on, you reckon?
Well, not just that, but a whole heap of different type of stuff out here.
Yeah.
You see some really interesting stuff on these tracks out here.
You do.
So we just got back from the shops, and I'm like, what the heck is this noise? I'll take you out. So I think Cam's found a new a job. He doesn't want to be a plumber anymore, and he's found another job. Look at this. Loving it. Really.
kid. He sees a toy and he's got to use it. Oh my goodness me.
I want to do that.
Oh. He's pumped it out.
The very next day marked the final day of Garma, a once-a-year celebration here in East Arnhem Land that draws people from all over Australia. Garma is Australia's largest Indigenous cultural gathering, hosted by the Nhulunbuy people at the sacred Guwatjurumurru ceremonial grounds. It runs for 4 powerful days each August and is a place where the past, present and future comes together through traditional dance, song, art, ceremony and important conversations about Australia's future. For most of the festival, tickets must be purchased well in advance through the Guwatjurumurru Foundation, and they're not cheap. An adult pass is worth $2,750, a TAFE University student pass is $1,850, and a school-age student is worth $1,650. Children 5 and under attend free with an adult. These tickets include on-site tent accommodation, bedding, all meals and airport transfers, giving you the complete Garma experience. But the very last day is different. It's open to everyone and no ticket is required. It's your rare opportunity to step onto Nhulunbuy land, feel the heartbeat of East Arnhem and witness culture and tradition come to life. This was our very first time at Garma, and even though we were here for that one open day, the connection we felt was incredible. Sadly, we didn't get to see everything. One moment we missed without realising was the final showcase dance that closes Garma for another year. We had waited around but eventually left, not knowing it was still to come. If we ever had the chance to return, we'd obviously volunteer or purchase the full festival pass to immerse ourselves in the raw, unfiltered experience from start to finish. We feel so blessed to have been part of this extraordinary experience, especially since we have never planned to be here for it. Just one of those moments where life works out for a reason. And now we get to share our time here with you at home, so you can feel just a little of what makes Garma so special.
Right, we're out in the boat doing a bit of fishing. We've had our first croc encounter, and you might be able to see. Oh, he just went under. Bugger.
He was.
Oh, he's pretty cunning. Hopefully, he comes back up again. But he's just been watching us for the last 5-10 minutes, poking his head up here and there and everywhere. But we did sort of see him on this little bay just here.
Might be.
Oh, where's he gone, Cruz?
I don't know. I don't need the boat properly. Big crocodiles, guys. Big
How cool is that?
I don't know.
He wasn't the biggest, but he's still big enough to bite. Snap, snap, Cruz. Oh, if I get him again, I'll get some more footage.
Up here, the mangroves are absolutely incredible, spreading out like a green maze all over the water. We couldn't resist checking them out, getting up close with the roots, the reflections, and all the little wildlife that call this place home. It's so well protected, but a heads up, only visit during high tide unless you've got some serious midgie and sandfly protection. Otherwise, you're going to get eaten alive. We've flicked around so many lures, but sadly, nothing. The barramundi up here are very funny creatures. They will only bite on certain tides. No matter how tempting your lure looks, sometimes they simply just are not interested.